What's going on, guys? It's Kai, and on this channel we talk about all things stocks. I upload 3 times a week on this channel, so if you are new, hit that subscribe button. Just letting you know, I'm not a financial advisor, but everything I bring you is straight facts. So let's hop into the video. Today, we're gonna be looking at, again, HCMC, the beautiful penny stock that is gonna blow up anytime soon. Some amazing recent news being announced. They've had their 8K SEC filing, the announcement of the 10K SEC filing, and we're also gonna go through their financial report that got released in March, literally on Friday. So let's hop into the video. So first things first, let's have a look at the 8K filing and some really juicy information in terms of their employment on here. The 8K SEC filing, the first thing that springs to me, I mean, they're super boring to read, but the first thing that kind of springs to me is the fact that Healthier Choices Management Incorporated enter into an amended and restated employment agreement with the company's president and chief operating officer, COO, Christopher Santi. Pursuant to the employment agreement amendment, Mr. Santi will continue to be employed as the company president and chief operating officer through January 30th, 2024. Mr. Santi will receive a base salary of $363,000 for 2021, and his salary will increase 10% in each subsequent year. And in terms of his employment period, the subject to the terms and conditions set forth herein, and unless sooner terminated and herein provided, company shall employ executive, and executive agrees to serve as an employee for the company until 30th of January 2024. You know, this is like they're planning super far in advance, and like I said, like this company alone isn't just about the fact that they are suing Philip Morris. There's so much more to this company, and there's so much more where they can actually grow, and they've got the plans to actually implement here. They're hiring someone up till 2024, and they've promised them this salary, which is incredible. And in talking about the salary, the executive shall initially be paid an annual base salary as follows: in 2021, $363,000, 2022, $399,000, and 2023 and 2024, $439,000. In terms of their whole entire plan, and where they've got the COO involved, and they're actually planning till 2024, you know, this is really bullish news. And the fact is, you know, they're planning to grow their product and grow the business. So someone on Twitter called Julian Saunders actually reached out to HCMC to get a bit of a response of what they think about the stock price. And this is what they responded, which I think is really great news. Thank you for being a valued shareholder and for reaching out to me. Our shareholders are of utmost importance to us. Unfortunately, due to the non-public information rules, also known as the NPI, I cannot comment in a private forum such as this or on any information that has not been publicly released. Please note that our 10K is due to be filed no later than March 15th, 2021. So the fact is, Holloman actually told us that the 10K is coming before the 15th of March, and this is the annual report. No CEO would tell you to look out for the 10K if the news was negative. So the fact is, like, this is looking really bullish, telling us to look out for the 10K. The news is going to be positive, and that's going to be coming on the 15th of March. We should see a direct movement with the 10K being out and the stock price moving. On the 2nd of March, HCMC actually provided an update on the recent conversion of the preferred stock. As per the previous filings, on August the 16th, 2018, the company entered into a warrant exchange agreement with the certain holders of its Series A warrants to exchange 46,048,318,000 Series A warrants of 20,722 shares of its Series B convertible preferred stock. The Series A warrants acquired by the company in that exchange represented approximately 92% of the outstanding Series A warrants, and would have been convertible into 380 billion shares of the company common stock if exercised at the date of the warrant exchange agreements. This exchange reduced the amount of common stock to be convertible to Series A warrant from 460 billion to 207 billion, and approximately 45% saving in dilution of the company and its common stock shareholders. So again, this is just a massive update on the fact that they're changing this preferred stock into common stock. Again, really good news, and obviously they're looking for the longer terms of the business, and they're trying to actually grow the stock price and really focusing on hitting those eventual NASDAQ requirements and getting onto the market properly. So I think, you know, obviously the fact that they are taking Philip Morris to court has a massive play into this. The fact is that they're just trying to grow their business as well, and they're not counting on this. It's really good when you see a business not counting on in one kind of speculation when they're taking them to court. They're not counting on that. They're counting on their growth of the business and actually what they're going to implement. The next piece of evidence is the fact that HCMC actually released their 2020 financial reports. Net sales from continuing operations from the year to ended in December 31st, 2020 amounted to $13.9 million compared to $15.1 million in the same period last year. Not quite far off what they did that year, but you know, they're getting there, they're catching there. Gross profit from continued operation decreased by $0.7 million for the year, resulting in a year-end amount of $5.8 million compared to the $6.5 million for the same period last year. Operating expenses as a percentage of sales decreased 16% in the fourth quarter versus prior year. In December 31st, 2020, operating expense as a percentage of sales decreased 6%, reflecting continued reduction of corporate administration expenses. An adjusted EBITDA for 12 months ended 2020 improved approximately $0.5 million compared to the prior year. Mr. Holman came out and said, despite the lower net sales volume from $1.2 million due in large parts of the pandemic, our team's ability to reinvent the way in which we do business on many levels and actually improve our adjusted EBITDA by $500,000 year over year is a testament for the culture of hard work and dedication that we have fostered over the past 13 years. As much as, they're not in profit, they're not far away whatsoever. Obviously, this global pandemic has had a massive hit, but they've saved expenses, they've taken reductions throughout the business and actually saved themselves $500,000. This is really good going, and I think, it's very bullish and it's looking very strong, and I'm looking forward to see what they pull out this year. And the final piece of evidence, which again, I always refer back to this Reddit page, the r/HCMC stock. They posted a really good post on here that I thought gave a really good analysis, but obviously this is just opinion. It is good news for HCMC, and he is a senior news producer by profession, a journalist. And he commented on this article on March 2nd about the update on recent conversion of its Series C preferred stock. In simple terms, if you had $10, its value after this press release is actually roughly $14.5. That is without being a bull or bear effect. However, that's not how numbers work. This still needs to tick up, so you get the $14.5 of the $10, but in hindsight, its value really is $14.5. For those who are questioning why there are more shares, there is actually less shares. You have to understand that one share, a Series A or Series B, may be equivalent to millions of common shares. Common shares are the shares of me are trading with. Many of those shares, Series A, B or C, were either transferred into common stock or even better, cancelled, leaving the original value of your investment higher. As the market still was doing its thing, so even if I say 300 billion, and it used to say 100 billion, for example, that 100 billion, in addition to previous Series A, B or C, could have equated to 550 billion public shares, but now less public shares. Like he said, he kind of broke it down there, and the fact is, as much as the number kind of seems moving all the time, but they're actually cancelling. So in total, they should have had something like 550 billion stocks in common share, but now it's actually reduced to 330 billion common shares. So that just basically makes our stocks worth more and they're more valuable. Ultimately, I'm super bullish on this stock, and I think we've got a good future in terms of holding this stock. I'm literally not going anywhere. I know we saw a massive dip, but it's not financial advice whatsoever, but these dips are just sales for me. I'm holding companies that I believe in, and I'm just going to keep adding to the dip. But anyway, if you guys have got any news that I missed out, drop it in the comments down below. Always good talking to you guys about HCMC, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.